fat loss only counts when the scale goes down. But here's the truth. Your body starts burning fat long before the number changes. And if you don't know the signs, you might quit right when things are actually working. So in this episode, I'm going to walk you through 10 real signs your body is burning fat fast. No scale needed. And pay close attention, because a few of these are so subtle that most people completely miss them and end up sabotaging their own progress. Let's start with something almost everyone experiences, but rarely understands. You feel hungrier, but not in the way you expect. Now this sounds backward, right? If you're losing fat, shouldn't you feel less hungry? Not exactly. When your body starts tapping into stored fat for energy, your metabolism begins to shift. Hormones like ghrelin and leptin start adjusting, and your body may signal hunger more frequently. Not because something is wrong, but because it's adapting. The key difference? This hunger feels more controlled. It's not the desperate, shaky craving for junk food. It's a calmer signal. And if you can manage it properly, it's actually a sign your body's working with you. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Your clothes start fitting differently, even when the scale doesn't move. This is one of the most reliable signs of fat loss. Fat takes up more space than muscle. So even if your weight stays the same, your body composition can be changing underneath. Your waist feels looser. Your shirts sit better. That tight pair of jeans suddenly isn't so tight anymore. A lot of people ignore this and panic because the scale isn't dropping. But your body isn't confused. You just might be measuring the wrong thing. And speaking of changes you can't easily measure, you notice a steady increase in your energy levels. When your body becomes more efficient at burning fat, it taps into a much larger energy reserve. Unlike quick sugar spikes that crash, fat provides a more stable fuel source. So instead of feeling sluggish halfway through the day, you stay more consistent. You wake up feeling a bit more refreshed. You don't rely as heavily on caffeine. And tasks that used to drain you feel lighter. But that's not all. Your cravings start to change. And this one surprises a lot of people. You begin to lose interest in overly processed sugary foods. Not because you're forcing discipline, but because your body simply doesn't crave them the same way anymore. As your blood sugar stabilizes and insulin levels improve, those intense cravings begin to fade. It's subtle at first. Maybe you skip a snack you used to need every day. Maybe you stop thinking about that late night sugar fix. That's not random. That's progress. And here's a sign that often gets overlooked. You're sweating more during workouts. It's easy to assume sweating just means you're working hard. But when your body becomes better at burning fat, your thermoregulation improves. You may start sweating earlier or more efficiently during exercise. It's your body adapting, becoming more effective at managing energy and temperature. It's not just effort, it's efficiency. Now let me tell you one that people usually misinterpret. Your weight fluctuates, even when you're doing everything right. This is where a lot of people lose motivation. One day, you're down, the next day you're up. It feels like you're failing, but you're not. Water retention, glycogen levels, hormones, all of these can cause temporary changes. Fat loss is not linear. Your body doesn't operate on a straight line, and expecting it to will only frustrate you. So if the scale is playing games, don't panic. Look at the bigger picture. Because here's something deeper. Your sleep starts improving. When your body is under less stress and your metabolism is stabilizing, your sleep quality often gets better. You fall asleep faster. You wake up less during the night, and you feel more rested in the morning. And better sleep isn't just a side effect. It actually accelerates fat loss. It keeps your hormones balanced and your recovery on track. Now here's where things shift even more. You feel stronger during workouts. Even if you're eating less or trying to lose weight, your strength can still improve. That's because your body is becoming more efficient. Your muscles are adapting, your endurance increases, and exercises that once felt difficult start to feel manageable. And that strength isn't just physical, it builds confidence. You start trusting the process instead of doubting it. But don't miss this next one. You're less bloated. As your diet improves and your body processes food more efficiently, bloating starts to reduce. Your stomach feels flatter, not necessarily because you've lost a huge amount of fat overnight, but because inflammation and water retention are going down. It's one of the fastest visual changes people notice, and it's incredibly motivating. Now, here's a subtle but powerful sign. Your mood becomes more stable. When your blood sugar levels are all over the place, your mood follows, but as your body shifts into a more balanced metabolic state, you feel calmer, more focused, less irritable. It's not dramatic, it's steady. And that stability helps you stay consistent, which is where real results come from. And finally, this one ties everything together. You stop obsessing over quick results. This might not sound like a physical sign, but it's one of the strongest indicators that you're on the right path. When your body starts responding, you feel it. You trust it, and you stop chasing instant gratification. You become more patient, more consistent, more focused on long-term progress instead of daily fluctuations. And that mindset, that's what separates people who succeed from those who quit too early. So if you've been relying only on the scale, it might be time to shift your perspective. Your body gives you signals every single day. The question is, are you paying attention? Because fat loss isn't just about seeing a number drop. It's about noticing the small changes that add up to something bigger. And if you've experienced even a few of these signs, then you're already on your way. Stay consistent. Trust the process. And most importantly, don't quit when it's starting to work. If this opened your eyes even a little, then you're going to want to keep going. Because the next step isn't just knowing the signs, it's knowing how to accelerate them. And that's where things get really interesting.